Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Search Podcast. I'm Elliott Manning. This week, I'm joined by someone I've known actually my whole life. So Jamie Herman. Jamie, do you want to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, hi, everyone. So I'm Jamie. I'm one of the co-founders and managing directors of Herman Recruitment. We are a specialist white-collar construction organisation based in South Woodford in Essex. And that's pretty much who we guys are.
Jay, how'd you come up with the name? Where'd the name come from?
So the name's basically got quite a nice family close feel for us. It's both our grandfathers' names. So myself and my brother started the business 2.5 years ago, and we wanted to create a business that actually meant something to us and was gonna be meaningful. So yeah, Henry and Martin are both our grandfathers.
I love that, mate, because there's so many businesses these days that we speak to, they just have a name just because they like the sound of it. It's got a good ring to it, but you guys have got a meaning behind it.
I think rather than just buying something off of the shelf, literally from day one for us, it had meaning and it was important.
Yeah. So you work with your brother Joel. How long have you both been in recruitment for?
I've been in recruitment for about 12, 13 years, and Joel probably circa 10 years. So, we've both been in the industry a very long time, worked in different businesses and then kind of came together for 3 or 4 years. And, for us, we were always going to do something together. And it kind of was the right time. Say 2.5 years ago, we started on our journey, really.
At what point when you were going through all of that, at what point did you sit down and say to Joel, like, look, I want to set up a business and I want to do it with you? Or was this kind of something that you was always talking about anyway?
Yeah, I think being kind of close brothers and talking about our futures, it was always something we had kind of loose conversations about. But really when we came together and worked with each other for kind of 2-3 years, we started having more meaningful conversations. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't an easy thing to give up a very comfortable and successful position that I had previously. But it just got to a point really where it was time to step outside of the comfort zone and start on that journey, really. So
for those out there in recruitment, I mean, there's a lot of recruiters that are in management positions, £500,000 a year billers, like really comfortable and at a really good point. But what was your mindset when you wanted to walk away from that? Because you walked away from, as you just said, a really successful opportunity, position, and decided to go at it. But what triggered it?
I think really creating something of our own and knowing that we could create a business where, ultimately we wanted to create a business where we genuinely gave people opportunity, growth opportunities to be leaders, and really, something that was meaningful. And I think where we both had been, kind of previous careers and previous employers, we just knew that we could do something a bit better. And that's really kind of what led us to want to create our own business, really, just go it alone and make something special of our own.
Did you both continue to work in your own sort of specialist markets that you've always done? Have you carried on in that? What do you do? What are those markets?
Absolutely. So we specialise in the white collar construction, kind of mid to senior level management opportunities.
Okay.
With main contractors and residential developers primarily.
Fine.
And,
all perm.
Yeah, we're certainly a perm orientated business. We operate and we're set up to offer contract services as well. But we're definitely more of a perm orientated organisation.
Fine. Since you started, is there anything that you've kind of really struggled with? Something that you've really I wouldn't say would want to do a lot better as such, but something that you guys have kind of really found the hardest point of setting up a business, whether it's the pandemic or not, what has it been?
I think just that in itself, starting any startup, any brand new business, no one knows how to do it from scratch. So, you're learning on the job. You speak to peers around you, you speak to other leaders in the industry and see how people are doing things, but really nothing can prepare you for that journey. So I think just the whole starting a business and growing a business from scratch, it's a challenge. But whether you're starting a business, whether you want to start a new job, you've just got to submerge yourself into something really and just give it your all. And I think if you've got the right work ethic and you want to make something happen, you'll make it happen.
Who teaches you? So like you say, like, you know, the right peers, the right people around you. Who have you got around you? I know you've been involved in some networking groups here and there. I don't know what, you know, kind of the current circumstances of that, but what have you done?
Yeah, so we've reached out to, family members and relatives that we have that have been on this journey of starting businesses and starting recruitment businesses. We're obviously part of the TRN network as well. So, we get a lot of support from James and his team as well. And really just engaging with people that we know. We know a lot of people in the industry really. So that definitely helps.
What value do you see? Because I've spoken to a lot of business owners and they don't have that support network in terms of like, they might have family and friends around them, but like someone like a TRN, but, having those, business owners, those, I suppose, advisors around you, do you think that adds a lot of value to your business?
Yeah, undoubtedly. I mean, you can't start off on a journey, as starting a brand new business, something that you've never done before and not ask for support, not ask for help. And I think fundamentally, like when you start a business, you're only as good as your team around you, right? You can't do everything always. So whether it's a case of delegating things out or if it's a case of asking for help and support, there's certainly no shame in that.
How big are you guys now? Where are you at with, size wise? What's the plans? Where are you looking to go with the business?
So we're a team of 3 currently. We're looking to add probably another 5 staff before the end of the year. And really, look, we're not, as an organisation, we're not looking to be the biggest business out there, but we're certainly looking to grow. And really, what our vision is to become the best in our field. Is to offer our clients the best service. And I think from speaking to clients, a lot of clients feel let down with service that they get elsewhere and the transparency from their recruitment partners. And that for us is the key thing that we're looking to turn around. And certainly be able to provide that sort of service to our clients really that they can rely upon.
And, with regards to bringing other people in, what kind of stuff do you look out for in people that you want in your business? Whether they're experienced recruiters or junior recruiters or people who've never done recruitment, what do you want to see from them?
I think that first and foremost for us, it's about hunger. It's about determination and work ethic. There's plenty of recruiters over the years that came in with minimal experience or no experience and have gone on to become great recruiters. So I think it all starts with that hunger and desire inside someone, because you can't teach that to anyone. So as long as people have got that, and they understand that you've got to be extremely resilient. Recruitment is, you don't have to be a brain surgeon, but it's a tough job, and you've got to put up with a lot of crap from clients, from candidates. It's an emotional roller coaster. So I think you've got to be wired in a certain way to be able to deal with that sort of stuff. But certainly those traits of being hungry to start with, wanting to be successful, and whether that's to earn money to have nice things or to support a family or to just feel that you're a success in your career, you need to have a focus yourself. And the rest can be taught, right? The sector experience, the relationships, they kind of grow and gain over time. So they're the fundamentals really for us.
Brilliant, mate. So moving forward from that, I've just made a note here about this emotional roller coaster aspect of it. You guys have had this business through the pandemic, obviously in your first couple of years. Did you see a major impact, on your business or your market or you, as business owners?
Yeah, well, I think, thankfully we're in an industry that, that never really stopped. So the construction sector, bar maybe a few weeks, it never shut down or never stopped. So for that, we're obviously, we're quite lucky.
Yeah.
But we continued working, and keeping close to our clients, keeping close to candidates, and really trying to offer whatever support we could right at the start of the pandemic to make sure that we were present, that we were around. So whilst we had a couple of months that slowed down for us, we we didn't really see that much of an impact as a business. In fact, quite the contrary. So, the end of last year was a very, very strong end of year for us. I think we were probably 4 or 5 months into this year, and we'd already hit target for 2021.
Brilliant.
So, actually, you could probably say that the pandemic has actually helped us as a business, as crazy as that may seem.
No, look, fair play to you, mate. Not everyone can say that, but yeah.
So yeah, but it never stopped, right?
No, exactly. No, do you know what? Like, there's a lot of industries out there that have struggled and that have stopped and have not been able to move forward. But, having spoke to you obviously for a while now, you guys have always been pushing forward regardless of the circumstance. And that's given you the determination to build a better business and a bigger business. And something I just wanted to touch on. So, and, might be a little bit of a funny subject. So you working with Joel, I spoke to someone on a podcast recently, guys in LA, and they've been friends for like 20 years and they've always said they're going to work together. How do you feel working, with someone so close to you that, is obviously a relative? Do you feel that actually makes you guys, want to push this business a lot stronger, a lot bigger, a lot better? How does that work for you?
Yeah, 100%. I think going back to, the name of the business and it having a real sentimental name and value to both of us, I think, we start on that journey that way, and the fact that we are brothers and we know each other inside out, we both play to each other's strengths, and wherever we maybe have a weakness, the other one makes up for it. So I think actually as brothers, as people that know each other inside out, what better business partner could you ask for than someone?
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, absolutely. So
brilliant.
Just for us, it works really well.
Yeah, just for those listening out there, just to get to know who you guys are a little bit more. So with people coming into your business, and I'm going back and forth on different topics here, you said you're looking for 5 people. The people you're looking to bring in, what do you want them to, what are they going to come in to do? Are they going to come in and inherit your desk? Are they going to come in and take on the work that you've been producing for them? How are you looking to grow that area out? What do you want from them?
Yeah, well, I mean, ultimately, myself and John, the small team that we've had for the last 2.5 years, we've played such a pivotal role in the business development side of our organisation, and we benefit from having some really, really strong client relationships. So certainly, anyone that comes into the business now will benefit from that. A lot of that hard work has been done. There's a lot of warm desks and a lot of warm clients for people to come in and work on from day one. There'll be a lot of support given to those individuals. They'll be working very close with myself and Joel, and I can't think of a better opportunity to come into a business and be working that closely with business owners that have got the relationships and the capabilities to learn from, really.
Yeah, no, exactly. Look, you guys are, a growing business. You've got all the support around you. Obviously, with the TRN, they give more additional support to anyone that works with you guys. So it's not just you guys that get it. It's people that work with you that get it at the same time. But from a local perspective as well, if people don't want to be going into the city as such, and being in that hustle and bustle of the West End, which I don't, they've got that massive positive there at the same time.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we've noticed with excuse me, with the client base that we've got, and the strength of the clients that we deal with, we tend to come up against a lot of big businesses in terms of our competitors, and actually clients want more of a personable service. They want to know who they're dealing with. They want a team that cares, and they're the sorts of things that we offer our clients. And I think that's why we've seen the last 2.5 years, so many of our clients come back to us and want to work with us on an ongoing basis, because they know what they get, and that consistency of kind of a high level of service. And that's, as I say, that's really what we pride ourselves on. So, anybody that comes into our organisation they'll be up against our bigger competitors, but that's what we thrive on, because we are a little bit different.
Brilliant. So finishing up now, and the final topic, for those out there that are listening in that want to get involved and be in contact with you, obviously the details will be provided on the podcast so they can reach out to you directly. But is there any final note for anyone else out there in the construction space or any industry rather in recruitment that might want to jump at another opportunity or the next step in their career, despite the fact that they're in a successful position. What would you say to them who was kind of, I suppose, scared or nervous about taking that leap?
Yeah, well, I think that there will be a lot of people that are very comfortable. There'll be people that are doing well, and perhaps they're billing good numbers, but maybe aren't getting, the career opportunities they want. They're not getting the progression. They feel held back. If you feel that way, just believe in yourself. I think you've got to back yourself and just make the jump, and you'll never look back. And I think for us as an organisation, we've got a clear path of where we want to get to. We want to grow this business, and we recognise genuinely that we will only be as good as the people that we have in our business. So, we're not scared to promote people quickly. If people are if people are demonstrating that they can do a job, we won't keep them at a certain level for any longer than they need to be. Quite the contrary. We want to give people as much opportunity and progress them as quickly as they're ready for, really. So. Yeah, I think it's gut instinct and trust in yourself, backing yourself as well.
Brilliant. Jamie, it's been amazing speaking to you, mate. I've got lots of info here, and you sent out an incredible message. Hopefully those listening in will be able to reach out, understand who you are as a business, but at the same time, those looking to do something for themselves, just listen to what you've done and what you're looking to achieve, and they can do the same thing for themselves at the same time. But look, pleasure speaking with you as always, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah, thanks, mate.